All right, we're going to look at simple interest. And there's a couple variables or letters that we have to figure out what they're defining. So the letter I here stands for the amount of interest earned. Okay, so this isn't actually the total amount in a bank account. This is just how much interest you earn over the course, and usually with simple interest is over the course of a year. And the interest earned is your P times R times T, and that means it's your principal times your interest rate multiplied by the amount of time that's passed. Okay. So if you want to find your total amount, so your total amount in the bank, well, you would take your original principal. So say I put $100 in, and my I, that's the amount of interest earned, and I add them. So maybe my I ended up being 10, so it'd be principal plus I, which is maybe 100 plus 10, I have 110 bucks. That's the idea. Now, what I've done in this step here, but I've replaced I with PRT because technically they're equal. So there's a formula that's a lot of times written A equals P plus PRT, and then you can common factor, and this is usually how they present the formula to you. Because there's a P in each of these, I can common factor out P. So the formula is sometimes written as A is equal to, I'll write the P on the outside. So the principal times 1 plus, and then what's left is just R and T. Okay, so this is a formula you can use for total amount. This is a formula you can use for the total amount. This is a formula you can use for just the interest earned itself. It's completely up to you. Okay, and we'll talk about it. We'll actually do this two different ways. One of the ways I'll do the interest. The other way I'll use our last little formula here. All right, maybe I'll even use all three. So simple interest. What that means is nothing is compounding. So whatever the amount is you put in at the beginning, that's the amount you're earning interest on. Okay, so 900 at 2% for 4 years. Now, normally, what that means is 2% per year. Now, in the question we copied from, they didn't say that, but the amount is usually per year. Okay, so 2% per year for 4 years. Okay, so that means our 900 is our principal. Okay, our R, or our interest rate, is the 2%. And we write that as a decimal, 0.02. Okay, we don't keep it as its percentage. And the amount of time that's passed is 4 years. So this is our T. Okay, so this is our PRT, which makes it really easy for us to calculate our I, our interest earned. And this is more than enough information to solve everything. So in fact, I'll try to break this into 3 different versions. Okay, I guess we're going to use a green line for it. There we go. We'll use the 3 different versions here. In our first version, okay, we'll do it in red. We'll just do, oh, that's not what I want, sorry. We'll just do the interest earned, okay? So in other words, that formula was I equals PRT. Okay, so I'll do this all apart in red. So I is what we're trying to figure out. What's our P? How much is our P?
900.
Yeah, so 900. How much is our R?
2%.
Yeah, so 0.02. And our time in this case is 4. So this is very straightforward. We just multiply everything together. So we can get it. There we go. Okay. So 900 times 0.02 times 4 equals $72. So in other words, we've earned, and that's not how much is in the bank, that's just $72. Okay, so always it's in dollars. That's how much interest we've earned. We've earned $72. So how much would be in the bank? Do you know?
970.
Yeah, so in this style, we then have to remember, we have to remember to take our principal and add our interest, okay? So in other words, I got to take my 900 plus my 72, and that's how much money is in the bank, 972, okay? We'll use this formula next. I'll do that one in, let's say, blue. Okay. The total amount is equal to P plus PRT. Okay. And you'll see how very similar this is to this one here. Well, our principal was originally $900. And for PRT, well, that's 900 times 0.02. I should have left more room, times 4. We already know, because this really represents I, that that's going to be 72. So it's 900 plus 72. So, oops, wrong way. Our answer is 972. So you'll notice we got to the exact same answer, but in this formula, it reminded us with one of the letters to keep 900 in it. Okay. The last one that we're going to try here, maybe we'll do this one in orange, let's say. That's the one that says the amount is equal to P times 1 plus RT. Okay, so a little bit different in the calculating. We'll see if we get to the same answer. The total amount is equal to the principal, P, which is 900, times 1 plus R is 0.02, and T is 4. Okay, so we have to do what's inside the brackets first. We have to simplify that. So it'll still be 900, 1 plus, and we'll have to figure out what that is. I'm going to tell you that that is going to be 0.08, and we'll just prove it with our calculator here too. 0.02 times 4, 0.08. Perfect. Okay, so 1 plus 0.08. Okay. Again, we simplify in the bracket. A equals 900, 1.08. Okay. And then we multiply that. So the idea here is we're earning kind of, if you think about it, 8% interest because 1 represents 100, so we're getting 8% more of 900. So let's see if that ends up being the exact same number. So 1.08 times 900, 972. And there we go. So it didn't matter which of the formulas we used, we always ended up at the exact same answer. It's just whatever one we feel more comfortable with.